Hey guys, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here, and I wanted to pop in and share with you some of my favorite things right now. And I love these kind of videos from other people because I feel like it gives insight into who they are as people, but also it helps me discover things I might not have seen before. I know that I have found really cool things and made discoveries that I just wouldn't have heard of otherwise. So I hope you enjoy this. It's little things that kind of make me who I am right now, and I hope you enjoy. So the first category is entertainment, and this is kind of a loose term, but it's things that have just kind of kept me in a happy mood these past few weeks. And one of the things that has really been a mood changer in our house is listening to Disney music channels on YouTube. And if you Google Walt Disney World music or Disney music, you will find a plethora of videos, whether you want instrumental piano Disney music that's really calm and soothing, or if you want the actual tracks of upbeat Disney songs. My personal favorite is typing in like Disney World entrance music or Magic Kingdom entrance music, and you play that and your whole house just feels happier, you guys. It just does. And you feel like you're kind of there in Disney World for a minute. And I just find that it's a good mix of songs. Like, they're all instrumental, no words, but it just is a happy mood shifter, and we will just turn that on just for background noise. We never in our house have the TV on just for background noise, like shows or anything like that, but I will turn on music. I need to do it more. I realize as we've all been home so much that I need to turn on music more in our house, and especially Disney music, because come on. But having that music on around our house has been such a game changer, and we never have the TV on usually for background noise. We don't keep TV shows running all through the day, or definitely not news outlets. Good grief. But we have, you know, sometimes we'll have music on in the background. And I've realized as we've been home more that I need to play more music just as background noise for us, because it does have the ability to really affect your mood in a good way and to cheer everyone up. And so just searching for some simple Disney World music on YouTube could really brighten your day. So it's no secret that I love Disney vlogs, and I love watching people capture their trips and document everything along the way. There's a very small amount of vloggers that I actually watch, funny enough. But my favorite Disney vlogging channel is See You Real Soon with Joe and Ashley. And I have watched them for a long time. And their channel started out with just them as a couple documenting their Disney trips. And I just loved their personalities, how they were with each other, and just their sense of humor. And now they have their own little boy named Lee. And he's around my son Luke's age. Luke is 2, and I'm not exactly sure how old Lee is, but kind of close to that age. And so it's now really cute to watch him go to the parks for the first time. And Luke will kind of see on the TV that we're watching, and he'll be interested for a little bit because it's like, oh, it's a little buddy. And so it's just fun to watch them on their trips. And again, it's just a little escape. And I think it's nice to connect with people who also love Disney and who are in that world and have the same likes as you. And so I think you should check out their channel for sure if you haven't, and you'll really enjoy watching their trips. So interestingly enough, I don't listen to a ton of podcasts. I want to listen to more podcasts, and it's something that I'm kind of working into my daily routine just to have something to listen to, and I'm really enjoying it. But one of the podcasts that I found that I love is called Connecting with Walt, and it's hosted by 2 kind of Disney buffs, Disney historians, and it's just about, just like the title says, connecting with Walt Disney, you know, as a person, and a lot of history things, and really interesting to me. And their most recent series that I've been listening to is about Southern California and all of the things that are there that connect with Walt Disney. And I fell in love with Southern California when Kurt and I traveled there last year. We went on a trip, and it just, I miss it every day. I want to go back constantly. And so combining that with all of the Disney connections has been really cool. And I'm making so many notes on my phone and writing things down and researching things. And it gives me kind of that forward thinking mindset that I think all of us need right now. And I'm just excited as I listen because I know that I'll get to visit there again. And it may all be on hold right now as far as anywhere people want to travel and things that we all want to do, but I'm very excited for the future. And listening to podcasts like that creates a hopeful and happy mindset, and I think that that's always a good thing. And so connecting with Walt is one that you should definitely check out. So in the category of what I've been wearing, some favorites there, I have been loving the Lululemon Align jogger pants. And I love the Align leggings that they have as well. They're just the perfect material. They do not cut into my waist. I hate things that are super tight on my waist. And I love how the Align leggings fit. And then the joggers are just what they sound like. It's just kind of a jogger style, a little bit looser on the legs. But I find that I can dress them up or dress them down. And when I say dress them up, I can just put on some cute like slide shoes, not necessarily tennis shoes, but I'll wear like my Align jogger pants with maybe a denim shirt and some cute slides. So it can be athletic wear or it can be a little bit nicer, but they're super comfortable. They're great, you know, for running around with the kids, and I just love them. So I feel like out there on YouTube, if you are doing any kind of video that's like clean with me, decorate with me, get it all done with me, do everything with me, I love those videos. I'm not making fun, those are great videos, but I feel like everyone who makes those videos has really cute house slippers or house shoes that they're wearing, and I love a good house shoe, love a good house slipper, but I'm very particular about the kind that I like. And so I finally found a great pair on Amazon. Here they are, and they are by Merritt's. It's a Merritt's brand. Again, I got them on Amazon, and they are a slide, and they have good cushion, good padding. It's a kind of a firm sole, and so you have some, you know, some pretty good support when you're walking. But it's open toe, and they're very soft and plush and fuzzy on top, and I think they're just kind of girly and feminine, but still really comfortable and cute. And I've really enjoyed them. They're true to size in my opinion, and so you should definitely grab some. They weren't expensive either, so I'll link them below. So when it comes to beauty products, there's a handful of things I wanted to show that are favorites right now, but I'm gonna do a whole separate video about skincare because it's something that I've kind of taken an interest in more lately. I'm about to turn 35 next month, and I think that when you're in this age range, you kind of start to think, I better be a little more preventative and proactive about my skin in looking towards the future. So I've learned a lot and I've enjoyed that process, and I look forward to sharing with you a few things. But one thing, kind of in general terms, I'm really enjoying the Peter Thomas Roth products. And he is kind of known for having a lot of face masks. That's kind of something that he's known for. And there's also just many other products that are very popular. But this particular one is the pumpkin enzyme mask. And I am not a pumpkin fan. I don't like the taste. I don't particularly love the smell. So Thanksgiving is, you know, kind of meh for me. I'm kidding. I am not one of those that loves pumpkin. That being said, the reviews on this could not be ignored. And so I got this along with several other products. I had started a trial little set of products from Peter Thomas Roth and loved all of them. So I got some full-size products, and this mask has been one of my favorites. It's an exfoliating mask, but also you can just tell it changes the texture of your skin in a really great way. And it's been one that I have really loved. So it's called the Pumpkin Enzyme Mask Enzymatic Dermal Resurfacer. So I definitely suggest that you try it. And again, I will talk more about that in an upcoming video. Another product that I am loving right now is this leave-in conditioner, and it's by Ouai, O-U-A-I, and it is the leave-in conditioner. The biggest selling point, aside from the fact that it leaves your hair so soft and silky when you put it in, it smells incredible. I love the smell of this stuff, and I think this was one product that I got in one of those monthly subscription boxes or seasonal subscription boxes, and I gave it a try finally, and I have just loved it. My hair is kind of fine. I have a lot of hair, but it's fine hair, and so I have to be careful with conditioners and things, but this leaves it super silky and soft and not weighed down. And I also have what's it called? A scrub, a body scrub by the same brand that also smells incredible. So I definitely recommend it. So I know I talked about this product at one point in another video that I made about what I was packing in my hospital bag right before I had my son Luke in 2018. And I referenced it then, and it's worth mentioning again, you guys. It's that good. It is the H2O Plus Beauty Specialty Care Softening Mint Foot Rub. And I'll tell you where I discovered this, and it was Disney World. We were staying at one of the hotels on property, and the little sample sizes of bath products, this was one of them. It had different packaging at the time, but I remember putting that on my feet. It was a trip that I was pregnant. I think I was expecting, I can't remember, it might have been our first daughter. It might have been Evie that I was expecting, but I would put this on my feet at the end of every day after walking in the parks, and it just helped my feet so much. It was so soothing, felt great, smelled great. And so it was the type of thing where I tracked it down by looking at the back of the package, and this is what I found. The packaging is a little different, but it is minty, and it just feels so good on your feet, really softens your feet, and so I highly recommend it. So a little snack that I've been enjoying for myself at the end of the day when the kids are in bed are the Lotus Biscoff cookies. And you might be familiar with these actually, because I think the airline was Delta that used to serve these in a little tube pack on their flights. When you would fly, they would give you this little cookie. And I remember flying and thinking how delicious the cookies were. Well, a friend of mine also had the same thought and tracked down the company that made those little cookies. And over time, they ended up putting them in stores where the masses can buy them. And so I got these in Target, and they are delicious. It's kind of like a gingerbread taste. And I just think they are so decadent and delicious. And in fact, on the package, it says small cookie, unique taste. So you need to buy these and you will thank me. So as far as what I'm reading and watching, I don't get a lot of reading time or watching time right now between 5 kids, and one of them is, being 3 months old. But I do try to work it into my day somewhat because it's important to me. And also having that kind of downtime is a very good thing, and it's healthy, and it's something that I try to prioritize. As far as magazines, guys, Old Faithful, People magazine, I am a subscriber. I wasn't for years, but I finally decided to jump back in because I found that it wasn't a burden to read. In the sense that I didn't have to really be in a certain mindset to read anything. It's something I can just kind of pick up quickly. If there's a little bit of downtime or a quiet moment, I can read an article or two. I think it strikes a good balance between special interest stories and celebrity news and things that are going on in the world. It gives good book recommendations here and there. And so I find it an easy read, and I do consider People a more legitimate celebrity news source, if there is such a thing. But I think it's credible, and so that's why I enjoy reading it. This is pretty much the only magazine that I read right now. I used to have more on my subscription list, but this is about all I can fit in right now. But it's a good one. So as far as more serious reading goes, one of my favorite authors, as well as Kurt's favorite, is Tim Keller. And you might be familiar with him. He started a church in New York City. It's where he still lives. But his Instagram is also really encouraging. He will share quotes from some of his writings. But I think he is tremendous because he strikes a great balance in tackling tough topics and writing about them in such a rich and complex way, but it's also really readable. And I feel like it might take a while to read it because you have to chew on these things that he's saying and really process it, but it's very accessible in my opinion. And so 2 books that are kind of on my radar lately by him, The Reason for God, Belief in an Age of Skepticism. This is a great book that tackles a huge topic, the reason for God. And I think wherever you are in your spiritual walk, I think that it's a beneficial thing to read something like this. Highly recommend it. Another book of Tim Keller's that I think is especially appropriate now is Walking with God Through Pain and Suffering. And again, huge topic, very complex topic, but he just handles it so well. And at any point in our lives, we will either have gone through pain and suffering, or it's coming in the future, or we will know someone that is struggling. And so I think it's such a valuable read. And you know, it might not be the lightest topic, but during times like these, or at any point in time really, I think that it's so valuable to read up on things like this and to go there to those difficult topics, because you inevitably learn something and you grow richer from it. Finally, on my list of books that I recommend right now that are favorites is Disney War. And this is by James B. Stewart, and it is fascinating, you guys. It is kind of the story of the Michael Eisner years, so to speak, at Disney. And you can see how thick it is. I mean, it is, and it's fine print too, but it has been so interesting to read about the corporate side of Disney. And it's not something you really think about often. I think as a consumer of all things Disney, I just hadn't thought about all the ins and outs that go into it as a business, and all the politics and the relational things that, you know, were going on between CEOs and, you know, financial people and stocks and all of these things that you just wouldn't think about. And I'm not quite halfway through, but it has been one where it's, I wouldn't say it's necessarily a quick read. I'm a quick reader, but I'm very interested in it. And so it's been one that I've been compelled to keep picking up. There's things in it that I've had to stop and Google, like just different stock market terms even that I wasn't familiar with. I mean, I could ask Kurt because that's like totally his jam, but I wanted to learn it for myself, and I was curious, you know, if there was a phrase I wasn't familiar with, then I would, you know, learn more about it. And so it hasn't taken away the magic for me. It's not like it's this inside, you know, tell-all, you know, about Disney World, but it's a very interesting read and I highly recommend it. So last on my list of things that I am currently watching or reading is I Love Lucy. I love this show and my family watches it together. So something that we do as a family every night, we pick a series. It's always a classic series, and we will watch an episode almost every night together. And it can be challenging to find something that everyone likes. Our kids range from age 11 all the way down to 3 months. But we've had great success with classic series, and I have loved watching my kids watch I Love Lucy because they think it's hysterical. They think that Lucille Ball is hilarious. And it's a great fit because with a series, because it only is usually about 30-minute episodes. And so it's something that we can fit in the evenings. And it's just a time to gather together and do something fun and lighthearted. And we laugh together and it's just fun. I think that we are creating so many memories by doing this. And so we do own the entire series. There's lots of great series that you can check out on Netflix and Prime, but I highly recommend classic series like Leave It to Beaver, The Andy Griffith Show, The Brady Bunch, and now we are currently on I Love Lucy. So my last category of things that are my favorites right now is around the house. And you guys, I have to share, I am passionate about home fragrance. I love making my house smell good, and it's super important to me. And I have to say that people that visit our house very often say how good it smells, and they ask me what I use, and someone the other day was like, oh, this smells like you, this smells like Ashley, and it was just sweet. But I don't have this major secret. I will show you what I use. This is my secret. Bath & Body Works Wallflowers. You can get them at any Bath & Body Works. You plug it into a wall outlet and change out your scent, and it's amazing. It fills the whole house. You just kind of put them in different spots, change out your scent, and it's just constantly putting scent into your home, and it smells amazing. I think they're the longest lasting, they're the easiest to use, and I love picking out new scents for each season. I did an online order and I use the Wallflowers consistently around my house. Of course, I love their 3-wick candles. These are my favorite. And I do tend to wait until they go on sale because they can be pretty pricey. I also use the foaming hand soaps. These are my favorite to have in our bathrooms. And again, lots of great smells that just, it's a little moment when you're washing your hands, but it just smells so good, you know, why not? And I will say that this season I have gravitated more towards tropical smells, and I'll tell you why I think that is. I have a little helper. She just woke up from her nap. Ruby, can you say hi? Yeah. So the reason I think I have gravitated towards more tropical smells this season is because my brother is a pilot with the United States Air Force, and he has followed his dream. He entered as an officer and worked so hard, and we're so proud of him. And he is currently stationed in Hawaii. So I think whenever I close my eyes and smell some of these tropical smells like passion fruit or kiwi or tropical beaches, and I think of where he is. And it's just kind of a sweet way to, I think, you know, connect. And that's what fragrance does. It lifts the mood, and there's so many associations we can have with fragrance. And so, you know, if we're gonna be stuck at home all day, it might as well smell good. So thank you guys for watching my favorites. I'm glad I was able to share some of these things with you, and maybe you discovered something you hadn't known about before. And I'll be sure to link everything below that I can so that you can check it out for yourself. Be sure to subscribe if you want to stay around for more updates, and I will talk to you guys soon.